Hello, hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and it's great to have you with me for more of our coffee break crafting. So, something a little bit different today. I'm going to be playing with my Tim Holtz collage paper. This is the botanical one. And the main reason I wanted to use this was because I wanted to create a floral pattern over this vintage paper on these tags, and I am going to do that. Whoops, sorry about that, bit of a pen jenga there, and I am going to do that, but I also want to use this paper on a page. So, quick tag, coffee break crafting, white card, old book page, piece of decoupage paper on the top there. Whoops. Lay down your glue. This is decoupage medium from Hobbycraft if you're in the UK. A gel matte medium, anything like that will work. Offer this up. Can always trim the tag, it's not a problem. And that is stuck down beautifully, but if we want it translucent, I've shown you this many times before, then we just need to go over with our glue, and that will make it translucent so that we can see the text that is behind. Super simple. Whoops. Okay, and they are lovely special tags that you can use once you punch a hole and so on and so forth. However, what I really wanted to do with you today, I just thought I'd share that, is what if we create our own colouring book page? So, now if you haven't got this paper, you could use any kind of other tissue paper that's got a pattern on it. I've shown you before about using your stamps to print, design your own paper with your stamps, and then you could colour them in. But did you know that you can actually colour in this paper? Have you ever tried to do it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some glue. Whoops. Put the glue down like so. I'm going to offer my paper. There's my paper. It's now stuck down. We don't need for it to be translucent because there's nothing underneath it. But I'm going to do it anyway. Now it doesn't reach the bottom, but I'm not worried about that. And the reason I'm not worried about that is because I have got these, which I've made previously, which I can pop down there when it's dry to use as a pocket. So, and actually in it going translucent, you can now see the coffee staining on the paper underneath, which is super exciting. But Claire, you said we could colour it in. Yes, you can. So what we do when we want to colour it in is, get rid of the glue. We'll get my messy board back up. I'll get rid of this one that's trying to dry. Just put that somewhere else. I'm going to turn it over because I don't want the glue. I'm going to pull out a nice strip and go up there like that. Lay it nice and flat. And then I've got out 3 different reds and a green. And I'm using watercolour pencils. Obviously, if you've got paints, use your paints. Use whatever you've got. I'm going to go for this flower and this leaf because we haven't got a lot of time. We're on coffee break crafting. So if you've never used watercolour pencils before, I find this is the best way. Get the edge of the pencil nice and wet. Don't try and draw with your pencil and then add water to spread it out. You know, to my mind, it doesn't really work. Whereas this way, make sure you can see all of that. Yep. This way, I've got a nice amount of paint on my brush. I've rubbed off the excess water and I can just go into my black and white print and I can colour this in. Okay, I'm just spreading that paint around that's already on my brush. Okay, then when I need a bit more, I go back in here, back on my paintbrush, put my paintbrush back on the pencil lead, and I'm good to go again. And this paper is strong enough to take this amount of water. Bear in mind, I'm not smothering it in water. I'm just using the amount that I need to use, and I'm just bringing on this colour. Okay, and then when it dries, we'll have all that lovely colour on our otherwise black and white print. And you don't need to be too precise for this, only at those edges there, and just spread that colour around. And you don't need to be an artist, because believe me, I am no artist. I can't draw to save my life. I really can't. So just colour it in, and then it looks completely different when it's coloured. It really does. Here we go, and that's that one all coloured. So then if I get rid of that brush, that pencil, and I clean my brush off because I don't want the red in anymore, and I dip in this yellow, that's nice and wet, and then I can just get the stamens in the middle with a bit of yellow. And you can't see much of it at the moment, but once that's dry, there'll be a definite amount of yellow there. Okay, then exactly the same with my green, and I'm going to work on this leaf up here. And I'm just going to bring in the colour. Obviously, some areas has got a lot more black in it than others, but you will still see the colour. Oops, and I've dripped there, look. That's where I was holding my pencil. That's okay. That one's obviously going to have to also be a red plant now, isn't it? Because I've dripped on it. And then you can just colour these in. And I just think it looks completely different. And you feel like you've had a little bit of a painting afternoon without even being an artist. So I'm sorry about the background noise. It is the Easter school holidays and the children are playing out in the street, so it is what it is, I'm afraid. There we go. And we just coloured all of them in. And obviously I'm doing it quickly because it's supposed to be a 10-minute coffee break crafting video, and I'm sure I've been here a lot longer than that already. But I just wanted you to have a look and see how different it looks. I mean, look at this flower to this one, and this leaf to this one. So, I hope you found some joy and inspiration. Thank you for joining me. And while you're gone, I'm going to sit and colour in this one. So you'll be able to see what it looks like on my page next week. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.